The floodlights hit the grass and the noise rolls in waves. Bukayo Saka takes his place on the right, head up, shoulders loose, the ball glued to his foot. The crowd at the Emirates hums with that familiar charge. It feels like something is about to happen. Saka has said he believes in this team, and the way he plays makes it easy to believe with him. Here is what matters tonight. You will see what Saka has said, why this squad fits a title push, how Mikel Arteta's plan turns belief into control, and what must go right from now until May. The mood is bright after that 2-0 win over West Ham, Saka on the scoresheet and Arsenal sharp across the pitch. No overreach here, just a clear picture of why the feeling is real and how it can last. That steady voice you hear from the touchline and from the wing is the same one that fills the ground with confidence. This is about belief, grounded in work. What Bukayo Saka has said about Arsenal's title chances. Saka's tone rarely changes. He is calm, clear, and consistent. He does not promise fireworks, he points to standards. Across recent seasons, he has pushed back at the idea that big belief is naive. In plain words, he has said it is not delusional to think Arsenal can win the league. Before this campaign, he kept the message simple. This is the year, short lines said without drama that stick. As of October 2025, there are no fresh long quotes tied to this exact stretch. The stance has not shifted. He still talks about work first, about small improvements, and about turning good weeks into good months. He lets the ball do plenty of talking. The 2-0 over West Ham with his goal opened by a clean move and a composed finish fits that pattern. Performance, not noise. Why does this matter? Because belief from your best winger spreads. It is one thing for a coach to say it in a press room. It hits different when a homegrown star repeats it quietly, then beats his man and picks the right pass. Saka's words land because he backs them with repeatable actions. Teammates see it in training. Fans feel it in matches. The message sets the temperature in the room: high standards, no panic, no excuses. Saka's message: belief without the noise. Calling belief not delusional draws a line. It respects the grind. It says faith and work live together. That tone lifts the group without creating headlines that distract. Inside the walls, it connects belief to habits: sharper pressing, better runs, cleaner touches in the final third. The West Ham goal was a small proof point, not a victory lap. Right place, right decision, right finish. That is how belief grows each week. Leaders in the room who echo his tone. Look at the voices around him. Arteta on the touchline sets urgency and clarity. Martin Odegaard as captain speaks calmly and plays with control. Declan Rice raises the floor with his standards. None of them blare slogans, they speak in the same register as Saka, steady and direct. The message is consistent across the club: do the work, trust the plan, keep your head. Why his words carry weight with fans. Saka's journey matters. From academy kid to star, from promise to production, he has earned trust the hard way. He plays through kicks, shows up in big spots, and keeps his humility. That mix gives fans confidence. They hear him talk about belief, then watch him beat a fullback, draw a foul, and set up a chance. He does not talk above the badge, he plays for it. That is why his words land. Why Arsenal are built to win the Premier League now. This squad fits a title push because its pieces match the demands of long seasons. The defense is trusted. The midfield controls and has bite. The wings bring threat and goals. There is depth to carry them from August to May. The names tell their own story without hype. William Saliba and Gabriel form a calm, strong pairing. Ben White brings reliability and timing on the right. Rice gives control and range. Odegaard adds craft and tempo. Saka and Gabriel Martinelli stretch teams and turn pressure into chances. The mix is balanced. They can win 1-0 or 3-1. They can hold a lead or chase a late goal with control. They score from open play and set pieces. The group looks mature in duels and in transitions. When the bench changes the rhythm, the level stays high. That is how title winners live. A defense you can trust in tight games. Saliba and Gabriel read danger early and do not rush. They win first balls and clean up the seconds. White gives options, overlap when needed, and solid positioning when the game asks for control. On the left, the fullback choice adjusts to the opponent, but the balance stays the same. The goalkeeper is comfortable with the ball and calm under pressure. Set pieces are both a shield and a sword. They concede few chances from dead balls and use rehearsed routines to strike. Midfield control with bite. Rice anchors the middle, screens the lines, and carries the ball with purpose. He plays the first pass forward when it is on or resets quickly to keep the tempo. Odegaard links zones and creates angles, popping up where pressure is soft. A third runner, often Kai Havertz, arrives late into the box and adds a target for cutbacks. Control in midfield cuts chaos late in matches. That is how you turn stress into routine wins. Wide threats that turn pressure into goals. Saka on the right and Martinelli on the left keep fullbacks honest. They stretch lines, win fouls, and break shapes. The patterns are clear and effective. Quick 1-2s around the corner, cutbacks from the byline, and shots from inside the box after a sharp touch. When they beat the first man, the whole block shifts and space opens for Odegaard or a late midfielder. It is not flashy for the sake of it. It is direct, repeatable, and hard to stop. Depth that keeps standards high from August to May. Title runs need fresh legs and flexible plans. Smart rotation in busy weeks protects the core and keeps energy in the last 20 minutes. Late-game subs change the picture, either to protect a lead or to add another runner in the box. The team can switch shape if needed without losing its identity. Standards stay high because every player knows the role and the bar. Arteta's blueprint that backs Saka's belief. Arteta's plan matches the belief on the pitch. The style is clear: press with purpose, regain the ball fast, build up calmly, and control the final third. The group hunts the ball together. When they have it, they move teams around before striking. The plan leaves little to chance. Small gains add up: set plays, drilled rotations, and subs time to tilt close games. Each season has sharpened the edges. Near misses taught lessons, not fear. The staff and players have turned those weeks into stronger habits. The aim is not to chase chaos but to remove it. You feel it in how they manage tempo, when to push and when to breathe. That is how belief becomes a result. Clear identity on and off the ball. The approach is simple to describe and tough to live with. Press high with compact lines, force rushed passes, and win the ball in good spots. If the press is broken, drop as a unit and close the middle. On the ball, use quick switches and third-man runs to unpick blocks. Keep the tempo high but controlled. Repeat the patterns until the chance comes. Small details that swing close games. Set-piece routines are rehearsed for specific matchups. Blocks, decoy runs, near-post flicks, and late arrivals add goals across a season. Communication on the touchline is sharp, with quick cues for when to press or when to slow the game. Substitutions around the 60 to 75-minute mark are planned to freshen legs and target match states. 2 or 3 extra wins come from these details. Titles often come from those extra wins. Lessons from recent title races. Pressure in April and May can drain a team that has not felt it. This group has. They learned how to manage leads without dropping too deep, how to stop runs from rivals by winning the next match, not the next month. Emotions are part of it. They now handle them better. Fewer forced passes, fewer cheap transitions, more control when the stadium edge rises. Growth, not regret, is the takeaway. What must go right to turn belief into the Premier League title? Belief sets the tone, but the checklist is clear. Keep key players fit and manage minutes. Win or at least control the big head-to-heads. Turn tight draws into narrow wins. Hold steady when the pressure peaks in spring. Do these things and belief turns into a medal day. Miss on too many and you are chasing again. This is not about magic. It is about habits and choices week after week. The margin at the top is thin. Clarity makes it thicker. Stay fit and manage minutes through busy week. Soft tissue injuries cost points. They also steal rhythm. Smart rotation keeps pace in the legs and in the mind. Training loads need to match the calendar. Recovery days should be protected. Use 5 subs with intent, not just to run the clock. Rotate when the game allows it, not when it demands it. Keep the spine fresh for the run-in. The squad is deep enough to spread work without dropping standards. Turn big games into statements, home and away. The head-to-heads carry weight. Start fast to set the tone. Put focus on set pieces both ways, because one moment can flip a title rival. Use smart fouls to stop counters, then reset shape quickly. Protect the box in the last 15 minutes when nerves rise and seconds feel long. A calm final pass and a clean final tackle decide these matches. Win a few of these and the room believes even more. Win the so-called boring games. Titles are built on Saturdays that feel routine. Low blocks need patience and purpose. Switch play to move defenders, then hit the gap with a runner. Cutbacks work because they find feet. Early crosses keep center backs honest and create second balls. Shots from the edge, when taken in rhythm, break stubborn lines. Keep the ball, keep the crowd with you, and wait for the door to open. Keep calm when pressure peaks in spring. When the season narrows, keep the messages simple, one action at a time. Trust the habits built since August. Leaders in the huddle talk about roles, not outcomes. Saka's steady belief sets the tone here. No wild swings, no panic, just the next pass, the next press, the next chance. Calm minds finish seasons. Back under the lights at the Emirates, Saka takes his mark, the crowd leaning in. His words have been simple, his belief steady, his actions clear. Arsenal look balanced, from a trusted back line to a midfield that controls to wide men who turn pressure into goals. Arteta's plan gives that belief structure with details that shift tight matches. The path is there and the steps are known. If they stay fit, win key battles, and keep their cool, this can become real. The feeling around this team is not noise, it is conviction built on work. What game will make you believe?